Good evening. This is Jocelyn Elise, and welcome to the Amputee Zone for a little amputee talk. I hope you all had a great Monday. We turned up the clock a little bit, and I don't know about y'all, but Jocelyn was feeling that today, and not in a good way. But nevertheless, I would not have missed you all tonight. So I'm here, and I'm here 100% just for you. Okay? All right, sounds good. So, I gotta ask, did we get some band time in? Did we get a little curl time in today? Did you get any in over the weekend? If you don't, as I say always, you have until midnight. You still have time to get a little band and curl time in. So please take advantage of that, okay? All right. Now we're going to go into our affirmations, our 3 best affirmations. Now, I don't want you to think that there will be no more affirmations, because at one point we were doing quite a few, and we will again. Excuse me. But what I want to do is get this workbook and this journal finished up for you guys so I can have it online so you can enjoy it and really start working through your traumas, whether your trauma be mental, physical, whatever the case may be. We're all trying to work through to get to the other side. And that brings us to our topic for the night. You are here now. We touched on it last night, but we're going to go into a little bit more depth on tonight. So let's start with our affirmations. Let's get a breathing exercise in. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Release it in 3, 2, and 1. I don't know about you all, but today I needed to exhale. How about you? My Monday was moneying. Yes. If that's even a word. It's a word tonight. Okay, let's move on to our first affirmation. I have absolutely everything I need in order to succeed. Yes, you do. Everything you need to move forward and to get what you need out of life is already within you. The only thing that we're doing on this program, we are bringing all those things to the surface so you can take advantage of it and know how to manage it. Number 2, you are enough. Yes, you are. You are probably too much for some people, and that's okay. You are enough. Don't let anybody tell you you're not this, you're not that. I told you when I was in elementary school, this girl used to sit behind me in algebra. And came to find out years later that we were actually related. Oh, scary how your enemies be your relatives. Ugh. She used to always pick at me, said she couldn't understand how I had 2 different grades of hair. Really? That's all? You ain't got nothing better to do? For real though? Okay. But don't let anybody tell you you are not enough. You are more than enough. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are handsome. You are smart. You are capable. You are compassionate. You are enough. Keep that in mind. And my last one that I love so much, you are loved. Yes, you are loved. Wake up every morning knowing before your feet hit the floor, you are loved. Nobody can take that from you. Once you know that, and that has taken root within your spirit and in your soul, that's with you forever. You are loved. You know how good it feels when you meet somebody and your energy just like boom. It's almost like thunder and lightning. It just pop. Same thing within you. You are loved. No matter what. And nobody can take that from you. Nobody. Okay, we're going to move on because I'm still trying to cut down on my time because it's Monday night. And if your Monday been Mondaying you ready to go to sleep. So I'm going to try to be brief, bold, and gone. All right, we are on step 4 on the 7 steps of healing yourself from within. Our first step, acknowledge the hurt. Acknowledge what happened. You can't deny it. Every morning I wake up, I have to acknowledge I'm a little lighter on one side of my body than I am on the other, and that is never going to change. Never. It's going to always be that way. I could try to push that down and pretend it don't exist and try to go on with my life. But that's not real. That's not acceptance. You have to have acceptance in order to move forward. So acknowledge the hurt. That's the first step. Name that trauma, whatever it may be. Mine was amputation. Yours might be abuse. Yours might be depression. There are a plethora of things that could cause you to have trauma, but call it out. Call that thing out like the natural born sin. It is. Because it's holding you back. And you want to heal so you can be whole and ready for somebody to come in your life or to move on to the next step in your life. You don't want to be holding on to your trauma. You don't want to be unhealed in here. You want to be whole. All right, number 2. Validate what happened. I lost my leg. I lost my leg, period. It is what it is. How did that make me feel? It made me feel less than a woman. It made me feel less than a person. Because I felt like I didn't have all it took to be me anymore. But what I found out is there was a lot more to me than I gave myself credit for. And it's a lot more to you than you give yourself credit for. So validate that feeling. Begin the process. Third step, heal at your own pace. I'm not trying to rush you. I'm trying to get through the steps so I can move on to our next step and our next topic and our next journey in the amputee zone. But do it at your own pace. Give it some time. That was my biggest hang up, giving it time. I wanted everything to heal in my body. I wanted to get my prosthetic on and get back up and drive and go back to selling real estate and going back to doing all the things that I wanted to do in one day. That wasn't the reality though. I had to give it time. I didn't end up like this in one day, and I'm not going to heal in one day. You didn't end up with your trauma in one day. You're not going to get rid of it in one day. It takes time. So heal at your own pace, but just make sure you are doing the steps to heal. You're not staying where you are. Which leads us into our next step. You are here now. Whatever happened already happened. We can't change that. But you are here now. Step outside of that trauma. Step outside of it. I'd ask you to continue to do that exercise every morning. Look at yourself in the mirror. Girl, you beautiful. Boy, you gorgeous. You are so handsome. You got it. I love you. I see you. I acknowledge that you're hurting right now. It's okay to let it out. Let me hold you. Let me hold you. And I hope you all are practicing this every day, because I'm not just telling you this because it sounds good, or I might think it would do something to you to boost my views. This is real to me. I wake up and I do this exercise every day. I look at myself in the mirror. I see you. I acknowledge the hurt. I love you. Let me hold you. And above all, I love you no matter what. Love yourself no matter what. No matter what your trauma is, no matter what you have been through. I love you no matter what. There's nothing you can do to change that. There's nothing you can do to change that. On Friday, I touched on being quiet. Sometimes you need to just be quiet. When you wake up in the morning, leave TikTok alone. Even leave me alone. First thing in the morning, leave me alone. Don't even check on the amputee zone yet until you have spent that time with you and being quiet. The greatest revelations you will ever have, you will find in times of stillness and quiet. Be quiet. It is pivotal. It is pivotal in your healing to take time and have that meditation. Deep breaths. If you need to do breathing exercise, if you need to do it more than one time, if you need to do it 10 times, whatever it takes to release that heaviness. I woke up heavy this morning. True story. Didn't know why. It was just heavy. I was like, man, it's Monday? And I'm already feeling like this. It ain't even 8 o'clock. What is happening? But in that time, I was not looking at TikTok. I was not looking at Facebook. I wasn't even looking at the news. And those of you who know me know I love me some news. But I wasn't even checking for that. I knew I had to take some time to release that heaviness so I could be everything I needed to be today. Yeah, time to move forward today. When was it? Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night. And I'm still feeling it a little bit. I missed that hour. I want my hour back. I like the fact that it stays lighter longer, but I want my hour. I ain't gonna get it. Nevertheless, I had to take some time and meditate. I had to take some time to just think, okay, what's going on in my head? What is really under my skin right now? What's causing me to feel this heavy so early in the day? The day hadn't even happened yet, but I had that heaviness. And maybe I'm the only one who wake up like that. I don't know. I'm just sharing my journey with you. And I want you to be encouraged as well. So if it should happen to you, you don't feel like some space alien and be like, okay, don't nobody else go through this. Yeah, they do. Yes, Lean going through it. Yes, Lean go through it. Yes, I still have moments. I've told you before. Sometimes I roll around this house and I'm like, oh my God, how did I get here? How? How did I get here? I have moments. And sometimes I'm not doing anything. It might be just fixing dinner. I was so psyched tonight because I got this fresh pasta. And I was like, oh man, I'm trying to do better with my eating. I'm like, if I'm going to do a carb, I want to do it fresh. I don't want no preservatives, none of that. And as I was preparing my food, I started to cry. And I'm like, girl, what's wrong? What's wrong? You will have moments. I'm not there yet. I'm here, but I'm not there. I'm not where I used to be. I'm not in trauma. I'm processing trauma. I am here now. I'm not in the hospital where I'm on my back, where they make me get up every day, going to physical therapy, walking up and down the hall, hopping up and down the hall. Weren't no more walking, hopping up and down the hall. I am here now. And I'm trying to move forward from here. But that takes time. I have to heal at my own pace, not someone else's. And I have to do what it takes. Band time, curl time, meditation time, quiet time. Sometimes you need to just think through what you're thinking in your head, just to get it out. Okay, this is what I'm feeling. I'm not sure why I'm feeling like this. I don't know what's going on. You may have some things going on in your life. I know I've got some things going on in my life right now. So I have to think that stuff out, because if I don't, it will roll around in there all day. And I will not be productive, and I won't get anything done. And right now, that's unacceptable. That is completely and fully unacceptable. So I would encourage you, that morning time, that meditation time, take that time. If you got to wake up a half hour early, even if it's just 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. For me, I need about an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just what it is. But I'm willing to do that if that's what it's going to take for me to get to over there. I am here now, working through to get to the other side, to get to my healing, to get to life again as I want it, living it on my own terms. And I know that's what you want as well. So, again, don't make a permanent decision on a temporary situation. You are here now, but you're not going to be here forever. Do not make a permanent decision on a temporary situation. Me not being able to walk, that's temporary. It don't feel temporary some days, but it's temporary. Your situation with your depression, temporary. There are things out there to help you to manage all of that. Band time, curl time, meditation. We'll get into EFT tapping probably midsummer. At least that's when I have it scheduled in my head and on my planner. But we're going to do a lot of things to help each other heal. And I certainly hope you tune in and you keep watching the Amputee Zone or the Amputee Talk for the nugget of the day. Amputee Zone is not just for the amputee. It is for anyone who is going through trauma right now. That is all I have for you tonight. See, I'm still trying to cut it short. I did pretty good. I ain't where I want to be, but again, I will get there. That's all I have for you tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. And let me remind you, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, The Amputee Zone. That's all for tonight. I see you guys in the morning with the nugget of the day. Good night.